Welcome to Uncloaked Illusions. I'm Chris Anthony, and I wanted to share with you an article that I was reading by Paul Craig Roberts. Paul Craig Roberts is one of my favorite journalists, bloggers, and economists. Paul Craig Roberts was the Secretary of Treasury for the Reagan administration. Now, the article reads the Nikki Haley moron appointed as U.S. ambassador to the UN by Trump to destroy America's reputation in the world is today sucking her thumb. Mind you, she was the ambassador for the UN also under the Obama administration as well. All her threats to cut off U.S. money to countries that voted against Trump's illegal and unilateral action of establishing Jerusalem as Israel's capital had no effect. The world gave Nikki and Trump the bird, voting 129 to 9 against the rogue government of the U.S. and Israel. The Chinese government referred to Trump's effort to impose Israel's will on the international law as typical American arrogance. Wherever one looks, Washington is digging America's grave. The Russians view Trump's, or rather the military security complex's, national security speech the same as I do, Paul Craig Roberts, and myself. Russian President Putin said that Washington's strategy is definitely offensive and definitely aggressive. Russia has taken note, Putin said. The world is fed up with Washington, and this is what you are getting a great deal of. I mean, you have the petro yuan that's pretty much come into play, and you have a great deal of countries that have signed up for it. You have places like Puerto Rico and Venezuela that do not want to do any kind of trade for oil in the dollar. You also have a great deal of the countries that have decided to get behind the petro yuan and get off of the dollar. Now, that can be a good thing for the United States to become an isolationist and deal with its own trade unilaterally and also be fair in its trade. And you see a great deal of this transpiring because again the power is shifting from the west to the east, and like any dying empire, their goal is global domination and global hegemony, and that's what you see waning with the United States. And this is going to be interesting because I feel like a great deal of this is going to play out throughout 2018. And all you're getting is a great deal of these distractions to kind of take you away from what's really going on. You know, the civil unrest, the anti groups here and there growing. And, you know, it's all to take you away from the truth of the nature, which is the major wage and productivity disparity. You know, see a great deal of this going on. Uh, like, subscribe, share the video. Let's open up a conversation, a dialogue about this, and possibly sit down at a table and discuss what it is as Americans that we need to do to protect ourselves. And I always say life, liberty, and logic go as you'd go, and go as you'd go logically. Chris Anthony, and I'm out.